Little Mo had called into this show when he was just 9 years old, and we were doing nights. And he was a young man in Baltimore, hardcore Orioles fan, hardcore Ravens fan, and he would listen at night, in bed, late at night, and he would call the show, and his mom wouldn't even know that he was calling. Had no idea. But Little Mo was connected to the show. Now, for Little Mo, radio is his salvation. Little Mo's been blind since he was 9 months old. He had cancer found in his retina, and Little Mo lost his sight. And so the radio has been Little Mo's theater of the mind, which is why I've always loved radio, because it's imagination. And as you might imagine, I've got quite an active imagination. Little Mo graduated from 8th grade this month, and he is a hero in Baltimore. Little Mo has been an amazing trooper. He has spent most of his life in a hospital because he has had multiple bouts with cancer, and Mo has rallied his city around him out of the sheer power of positivity. Mo has called not only this show, but also our Baltimore radio affiliate 105.7 and become a local hero down there. He calls their radio station, talks about the Birds, talks about the Ravens, and they just love him. Absolutely love him. And how could you not? His enthusiasm and infectious personality comes through on the radio. And he's been part of fan fests for the Orioles. He threw out a first pitch for the Orioles as well. The Ravens invited him to make a draft pick, the first ever draft pick read in Braille. So Mo is just an amazing celebrity in Baltimore, and I just think the world of him. And I wanted to go and celebrate his eighth grade graduation on Friday. So the Bourbon Bell and I drove down to Baltimore on Friday and got to spend the day with Little Mo. And I just had the best time ever. And I am so thankful that Mo and his mom invited me in to their home to spend the day, and Mo and I got to play video games. He is awesome. Mo memorizes the sequence of buttons, and so he knows what to hit when. He is brilliant in this way. And so I watched him play Mortal Kombat, and I played Streets of Rage with him. Streets of Rage was really fun. I was totally into it, maybe because I used to play it when I was a kid, but it's great on the Xbox. And we got to play. I got him a Nerf football with a whistle in it so he could hear it. So we threw the ball around it. He could hear the ball, that Nerf whistler, fly through the air, which was awesome for him. Also, got him a Fortnite water gun, which was a big hit. He was able to use that on me and other friends in the yard. So that Fortnite water gun came in real handy. And we just had such a cool day, such a fun day. And I'm really blessed that I got to spend the day with Little Mo. And Mo would like me to mention that he's looking at just rebranding right now into just Mo. Okay? Because he's not so little anymore. He's 14 years old. So Mo was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not so little. I'm just going to be Mo. I go, Mo, I'm with you. Let's rebrand. Let's do this. Let's just go Mo here. On Thursday, Mo is going to have his own radio show on 105.7. Jeremy Kahn, who hosts evenings down at 105.7, he's been part of that radio station for more than a decade, is such an amazing dude, and he's become one of Mo's best friends and is there all the time. And Jeremy is going to co-host with Mo a radio show from Mo's bedroom. And this is just awesome. And they're going to have tons of guests call in. If they can find time, I might call in. I told them I'm happy to jump on, but they've got bigger people than me, bigger celebrities than me. They're going to call in. So I am so thrilled to listen to this. And I'll tweet out the link and post it on Facebook as well so that you guys know how you can listen to what I'd like to call Faux Show with Mo coming up on Thursday on 105.7. So it was just an amazing day, and I just had such a thrill hanging out with Mo. And I asked Mo, Mo, would you mind doing an interview so I could play it on the show? And he was like, oh, of course. Now, you got to understand Mo. Mo was once part of an event at his school, okay, and 105.7 came by, and a couple of the hosts from 105.7 came to his Baltimore middle school. Mo grabbed the mic, and they couldn't get the mic back from Mo, okay? Mo was shouting out his friends, telling stories, telling jokes. I mean, this dude has personality for days. And so what I said, would you mind doing an interview? Oh, absolutely. Where do you need me? What do you want? Put the microphone on me, DA. Let's do this. So this was me and Mo on Friday. And I just wanted to talk to Mo about all this amazing attention that he's gotten by graduating from middle school. He had a couple of parades for him. I mean, I was there on Friday. And there was Baltimore Orioles players that had been there before me earlier in the morning. I mean, this is how popular this young man is, for what an inspiration that he is. So here is my conversation with Mo.
All right, so Little Mo, Thursday is going to be a big day for you, huh, buddy?
Yeah, pretty big day.
You're going to have your own radio show?
Yeah, yeah.
105.7 The Game here in Baltimore is going to be broadcasting from your bedroom?
Yep.
Are you nervous at all?
I'm not really.
You're not really nervous at all about anything, are you?
No, not really. Not at all.
You're comfortable just going on the radio and grabbing the microphone?
Yeah, yeah. I like speaking into the microphone.
But did you always like that?
For a little bit, it was kind of hard for me because of all the people that were watching me. But now it's not hard.
Man, when you called up my radio show, you seemed so comfortable, so happy.
Yeah, cause I was in my house doing it. There weren't other people listening to me other than the people listening on the radio. But there weren't like thousands of people around me, so I felt pretty good about it.
You must have felt good to have those parades, huh?
Yeah, I felt pretty special having those parades because I didn't know that many people would come out to support me.
Can you believe that you had people from the Orioles and the Ravens and the police shut down your street? That's pretty amazing.
It's crazy. I didn't think all that would happen.
What was your favorite part about the parades?
Just seeing all the people that came out, and most of the people were like my elementary school teachers came out too. Like my 5th grade elementary school teacher, my 2nd grade elementary school teacher, even my principal came out, and my elementary school principal came out, my elementary school counselor came out. So a lot of people came out just to support me, and it felt really cool.
Yeah. Well, everybody loves you so much. Why do you think everybody loves you so much?
I think it's just because of my attitude. I always stay positive. I think that's the reason why.
Do you have to try to stay positive, or are you just naturally a positive guy?
I try to stay as positive as I can, because sometimes I'm not as positive as I usually am. So I just stay as positive as I can, and I just think positive, and it's not that hard just to think positive.
How'd you learn that?
I guess it just came to me. I guess I just thought about it myself, and it just came to me, and I just thought of just think positive, and everything will be fine.
I think a lot of people, you're right, they love that you have such a positive attitude. I think that they learn a lot of lessons from you.
Yeah. Some people might say I'm an inspiration to them.
What do you think about that when people say that?
I feel really special when they say stuff like that, because I don't feel like I'm actually inspiring them, but at the same time, I know what they're talking about when they say that I inspire them. Like, they think they think when I do stuff really cool that it just makes them happy that I'm doing stuff, I guess.
Anybody inspire you?
Definitely. Well, a lot of people inspire me, but mostly my mom, because she's been there for me all this time. Because it's been a long road that we've had, and she's just been there for me ever since it started. I don't like being around the hateful people, because that just makes me feel sad, and I feel like people can change. I just wish people like the hateful people could change their ways and be more loving.
Yeah. How do you think we can teach hateful people to be more loving?
Just tell them to just love one another, and like love your kids, love your family, just love everything, and just try not to have too much hate, and just have enough hate to the point where you're not getting so angry you want to do something crazy or anything like that.
Now, you're only 14 years old, but these are pretty wise lessons. And how'd you get so smart?
Like some people have been like helping me out, like my uncles and my aunts, and obviously my mom, she's been helping me out too. They just been telling me stuff that, like, they just been telling me that they love me, and I just think if you love one another, then the world will be a better place.
Do you know that I love you?
Yeah.
All right. All right. As long as you know that.
Yeah, I know that.
All right. Is it amazing that you have professional athletes like the Ravens and the Orioles that look up to you?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't think any other person has like a special, like an athlete that looks up to them. So this is crazy.
You always are laughing too. I think that's an important thing, isn't it?
Yeah, 'cause a lot of people need to laugh every once in a while. Yeah, not a lot of people like to laugh, but I think laughter's the best medicine.
You got that right. Laughing makes you feel better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, would you say that your life has been hard? Would you say it's been amazing? Would you say it's been a little bit of both?
It's been a little bit of both, yeah. I say it's been a little bit of both because of all the treatments I've been going through. That's the hardest bit. But like all the people that support me, that's been the amazing part of it.
Yeah. I mean, to feel that love from everybody must be a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't ever feel that many people that love them so much.
Right.
Even total strangers love you.
Exactly. And most of these people that are supporting me, I don't even know. But they know me, and that's just the crazy part of it. They know me, but I don't know them.
Well, what's amazing is that you are making them happy.
Yeah.
Could you believe that?
I can believe that. 'Cause, like, I don't know how I'm making them happy. I guess it's just because I'm happy, or maybe it's just maybe it's just my attitude that I always stay positive. I don't know how I make people happy, but I'm glad I'm doing it.
So you're doing amazing things.
Yeah. I like it. It's starting to really sink into me about how many people I've touched over the past couple years, and it's really crazy.
I mean, you got a radio station coming to your bedroom to do a radio show.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a lot of people who call in. The phone lines are gonna be packed.
So why don't you just give Mraz whatever you want to tell him?
Hey, Mraz, I heard the show that you lost in the chicken challenge. It's okay. I can't eat that much chicken either.
But he's a chubbo. He should have been able to eat all that.
Yeah, I thought he would be able to eat that many chicken wings too. But turned out he flunked it. He flunked the test.
Okay, so before we cut off the interview, I want you to tell people what you've learned throughout all of this. What do you think people should know?
Well, what I think people should know, I just think people should know that if you stay positive, everything will be fine, and nothing bad is gonna happen if you think positive and just think positive, stay positive, and eat, breathe, and just eat, drink, and breathe positive thoughts. That's all you gotta do, and everything will be good. Not too much hate. Just as much. There's a lot of love, but just not too much hate. Not too much hate to the point where you're hating everything. Just enough hate so you just don't go crazy.
Like maybe you hate the Steelers.
Yeah. That's good. That is good. That's good.
I had an amazing day with Little Mo on Friday, so I thank him and his mom for letting me spend some time with him, and I thank the guys here on the show for letting me have that day off so I could do that. That meant a lot to me from both ends, so I was so thrilled to be able to spend that time with Mo.